Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev. Hello Ramji, why you are not visible here? Achha, oh, you are outside. How did you come out of it? I was not able to see you here. What to do? Hari Om Shri Ganeshaya Namah. Om Yatah Sarvani Bhutani Pratibhanti Sthitani Cha Yatreva Pasamam Yanti Tasmai Satyatmane Namaha Jnata Jnanam Tatha Jnayam Drashta Darsana Deshabhu Karta Hetuh Kriya Jasmat Tasmai Gyamtyatmane Namaha Spuranti Sikarajasmat Ananda Sambhare Vano Sarve Sam Jivanam Tasmai Brahmanandatmane Namaha Brahmanandatmane Namaha Vedodadhim Samunmatya Jnanaratnam Samudritam Yena Tasmai Vasithaya Gurunam Gurave Namaha Vasistha ji Bhagavan ki jai Sadguru Bhagavan ki jai Sachidananda Bhagavan ki jai Sabda Brahma ki jai Saraswati Maharani ki jai Yoga Vasistha ji Bhagavan ki jai Hari Om Yoga Vasistha Nirvana Prakaran, the last part, and last part also is divided in two parts. The last part of last, that is what we are discussing on, and in 100th chapter now we shall discuss about the mystery of creation. Of course, we have heard in different many ways how this creation has come to exist. So, in this chapter, a different method is discussed, and we shall see how this so-called world, which is subject to perception, we perceive it, we see it by our senses, we have relationship with all these names and forms, we have everything with it, and we are in it. I means the world, and my means this whatever belongs to I, that is my, and I is the center of the world, and my is around me, supported by me, visible to me, related to me. So, how it has come to exist like this? Many methods we have heard, and every thinker, say philosopher, they have they have this question always in their mind, and they have, of course, they have come to some conclusion, and they have given their own views which differ from each other because language differs. The language cannot be same. We see in this world, whatever is there, whatever names and forms we see and we have relation with, everything is different from each other. Difference is the law of this creation. Creation, or we may say nature. Why we name it as nature, that also we have to see it clearly, understand it. Why it is called nature? The creation is known as nature. It is termed as the power, the supreme power. Why it is power? So all these wordings, what are given by the great philosophers, great seers to us, every view is different from each other. If the truth is the same, truth cannot be different. The truth will be always same to everyone. So why their expression differs? That also should be clarified. If the truth is one, why it is explained in different ways, and why do they differ in their opinions? And everybody says, I am right. How all will be right with all the differences among themselves? Everybody will be right. That is the most interesting point. Everybody says differently. Everybody is different from each other. And they claim it is, my view is true. Yours is not true, but the great seer, the real seer, or the final conclusion is everybody is right, and their language differs, for experience is the same. That is what yesterday we also were discussing on some beat. Whatever is experienced in your heart of hearts, that experience will never differ from each other. If you taste sugarcane, whatever you experience, the same experience will be there for everybody who tastes sugarcane. same thing, same object, if is experienced by different people, the experience will be same, but they will explain it differently. Why it is so? Because the angle of vision changes, the language changes, expression process changes, everything differs, but the experience never differs. I am feeling cold. You are also feeling cold. We are in same place, but if you say, express your cold, you may express it in temperature. If I may try to express my cold by body language, I may express, you may express it in English, I may express it in Hindi. Everything differs when it is expressed. Expressions will be different from each other, but the experience will be the same. That experience which never differs, that is known as sambit, thorough knowledge. So that knowledge which never changes is real knowledge. It is named as the sambit in Sanskrit, whereas the changing knowledge, whatever we have by our contact with our sense objects, by the senses, whatever we perceive and whatever we know, that means by the contact of our senses with the sense objects, whatever return we get, impressions or informations, that is known as the knowledge on the objects. And that knowledge, of course, will change every now and then, and from person to person, everything will be, all the knowledge will be different from each other. What you see something to be something for your views, that is different. The same thing will be different for me. For example, we go round a mountain, go we go round a mountain or a temple, or sometimes rivers also, people go around it to know everything about it. When you change your position, your angle of vision, you yourself will see the object differently. One person, if you take photographs of one person from different angles, that will be, photos will be different from each other. So because of differences in time, space, conditions, surroundings, and your angle of vision, that's how the opinion differs from each other, and expression also differs from each other. Suppose you are seeing me from my behind, and somebody is looking at me from my front. So may it be as a photo. Somebody takes photograph of my face from front, somebody takes from behind. So will both the photos be same, per person the same? The photo becomes different. It is so simple to understand. There is no complication. So this is how whatever we see, because of time, space and conditions, our angle of vision, our understanding, all these, because of all these causes, everybody is different from every others. Everybody is different from others. This is the principle, the basic principle where the whole universe stands. Difference is the basic principle. If there is no such principle, then all these names and forms will be one only, without a second. There cannot be many. And if we can see this whole creation from one angle, and that will be angle of whole totality. If we can see the whole universe from one total angle, that means all-round angle, then there will not be any differences. And that will be only one, absolute one, without any second. Got the point? Why we see this world in many names and forms, and the truth is one, why the great seers, they differ from each other. Their language differs, their expression differs, everything. They express it differently. Why all these differences? Because of time, space and conditions, your ability to see the object and your angle of vision, your understanding, everything. All these are the causes for difference. So, Sambit, the thorough knowledge, the experience will be always the same, and I will give you one example you can understand. Suppose you yourself, you go to see say Arunachal, where our great saint Raman Maharshi stayed there. Generally people go round the mountain. It is taken as the form of Lord Shiva. So when you go round it, you will have different visions. Your own vision will change from time to time. It will be in the form of Ganeshji somewhere. Somewhere it will be in the form of Uma Maheshwar, both Shiva and Parvati, both. Somewhere you will see it as Nandishwar. The form will differ from place to place when you go. That means you yourself change from yourself. Why? Because change of your angle of vision, your time, your space, you are changing always. Because everything changes change is the principle of this creation. Everything has to change. Everything is changing. So, the opinion also will change. Your vision will be changed. Everything will change. So whatever we try to know about this world, it is not the reality. Can you conclude now like this? Whatever you see, whatever you know about this world is not the reality. So what will be the reality? What you cannot see and what is beyond your perception, what is beyond your expression, beyond your mind, intellect, your language, beyond everything, beyond time, space and conditions, beyond all these manyness which is subject to change, beyond changes, beyond everything, then only it will be reality. And that is known as Sambit. Now, when this Sambit tries to express itself, this Sambit, the thorough knowledge which is always the same, never changes, if it tries to express, that will differ from other expressions, and that's how this world is created, or it is seen as this. This Sambit, when expresses itself, it is it. The Sambit only expresses its expressions, and the Sambit itself is that, because it is the thorough knowledge, it is the form of itself, it is not different from itself. So whatever it expresses, it will be it only. It will not differ from itself, isn't it? On this basis we bring the formula, as you think so you become. On this basis only. Whatever you think that is expressed and that is seen outside, that has taken a name and form because of your contact, your contact with the thought. Whatever you think, that is a process, is expressed. Understood? So whatever you are, you have expressed yourself, and it has become a thought. Slowly the thought becomes repeated again and again. It takes a form and it is seen outside you. This is how you are spread yourself. You have spread yourself outside yourself. You have become all these because it is your expression. You cannot differ from yourself. So whatever names and forms you see, all these are form of your own self. Nothing it can be. Nothing else it can be. Got the point of logic? Huh?
So Samvit is Brahman.
Here, try to hear. Did you understand the logic? Whatever you say, the world is so and so, the names and forms which are different from each other. It is ever changing, it is ever decaying, it is ever growing. Whatever you say, it is your saying, isn't it? You express it, you see it, you visualize it, you have perceived this, and whatever you knew, you are expressing it. So can it be different from yourself? According to our principle, when some bit expresses itself, it cannot be different from itself. Language will different, of course. The expression process will different. But it will be the form of the reality that is yourself. Got the point? Could you follow? What he says, if you have seen somebody or something you have seen, who says I have seen? You say. It is your expression, you have seen it as you know. So, that is your expression. Expression is nothing other than the reality. Reality expresses itself. That becomes its expression. And that is what is seen outside.
So it's like I am the form of knowledge and the expression of the knowledge.
Yes, exactly. And that on this basis only we say, as you think, so you become. Whatever you think, that thought materializes, it takes a form in due course in the terms of time, place or situations, conditions around you. All these are subject for changing all these. But whatever you think, in course of time, some way or other, some day or other, somewhere or other, you are going to be that. You wanted to be a doctor. If you cannot become a doctor in your own house, you have to go to some college. And it takes time. And you have to change your ideas, your understanding, go on changing. At a point, you will be declared as you are a doctor. After all these changes, isn't it? One day you were not the doctor and you wanted to be a doctor. And in the course of time, in the course of changes of situations and time and every conditions, your knowledge, your understanding, your whatever you have, everything changes and then you become a doctor. To become a doctor, a process you have to undergo. And you have become a doctor. Because you thought of becoming a doctor, you became a doctor. This is practically seen everywhere. Whatever one becomes, tries to become, it becomes it. You wanted to come to India, so you came. Now you are in India. Is it then or there? It took some time. Change of time, change of space, change of your vision, your contacts, change of your everything. Then you have been in India now. You are in India. So, whatever you think, it takes a form, it materializes. Of course, it takes some course of time or space or conditions. It happens after some time. But if your thought is not changing, your thought is yourself, it is never changing. It has to materialize then and there, you become that. Other example you can see, you wanted to see yourself. So what do you do? How do you see yourself? You have to go before a mirror and you see yourself. Don't you agree? You see yourself. Do you see really yourself? You have been expressed. You have expressed yourself in the mirror. And you say you are in the mirror. You have seen yourself in the mirror. So now if you can understand, if you try to see yourself, you see yourself as something else, but it will be yourself only. Language differs. Say in other language we call it your reflection. Reflection is your expression. Reflection is your desire, your thoughts, your thought to see yourself. Then only you have become this reflection. Of course, the mirror is cause and many other causes are there. Every moment something is going on. Your light is also playing the part. Your eyesight also is playing the part. And your desire also, your thoughts also. Everything is acting. And then only you become you became your reflection. And you say, it is I. Though it is different from you, yet it is not different from you. This language only we can use because there is no other language to express. It is neither yourself nor it is different from yourself. Isn't it? Similarly, when the Absolute One wants to see itself, then it becomes itself. It becomes itself in different names and forms. And when you see yourself in the mirror, what do you see? Do you see yourself as one or many? Do you see yourself as one or many? Of course, one is hidden, many is visible. Your face with eyes, ears, and nose and mouth and everything. But it is one head only. Your own body, you are yourself. But yet it is different from yourself. So, this language we can use, and this is how the language is insufficient to express the reality. It is incapable to express the reality. It is something like that. Your reflection is not yourself. It is not different from yourself also. So, if it is understood somehow to some extent, now you can come to this point that Sambit becomes everything. So, the whole world is not different from the absolute truth. All these differences are so-called differences which is not reality. Can you now come to this point? One has become many in the reflection, and these all the reflections, though it appears to be different from each other, yet it is one and the one alone. It is not different from the absolute one. And this is when you see one, the other is invisible. When you see the whole totality, the visibility is not visible. You see, when you see all this, nothing is seen. Nothing is seen means it creates the confusion. What have I seen? When you see something, some object, say you see me, what are you seeing? Are you able to see me? Just let us analyze. You are seeing me. What are you seeing? Come on. Parts of the body. Can you see the whole total body? Is it visible to you? The whole totality is there, but it is not visible. It is visible in the what we can say. It is visible. How to say? Come on, express it. You are seeing me whether I am one or many. The moment you see the many total, whole totality, it totality disappears and the individualities are visible. Individual will be one, and when you concentrate on the individual one, it then and there it becomes many. Say you are looking at my forehead. Is it one? How many lines are there? There is there is length and breadth and color and so many things. You cannot see one. In this way, the moment you try to see the one, it becomes many, and neither you see the many nor you can see the one. This is how we are always in confusion, in illusion. Nothing is clear to us. What are you seeing? Your vision is not clear. Your expression also is not clear. Your language is not clear. Nothing is clear because everything is subject to change every moment in all conditions. Everything is changing. Your experience is not changing, but whatever you express, whatever you contact with, whatever your vision is, everything will change. So what he wants to say, The reality is not visible and the unreality is visible, which is subject to change and subject to create confusion and create differences. This is how whatever you see, which is called world, is not so. And whatever you express, that is also not absolutely correct. It is somewhat correct, somewhat wrong. Partially correct, partially wrong. From one angle it appears to be correct, from other angle it becomes incorrect. See now, here is daytime, isn't it? Everywhere there is light. Downneath in America now it will be there. This is how everything has opposites. And the whole world, if you see the whole world with all these names and forms, they are created, they are composed, or it is seen in the forms of duality. It means, what do you call it? Pairs of opposites. Everywhere there will be pairs of opposites. When you see the coin, we give the example. You see one side that is head, the other side is in darkness for you. But head is nothing, not total. Head is not total coin. There is tail. If I see from backside the tail, that is also not whole total coin. The totality will be seen from all-round vision. If you see both together, then it will be right vision, total vision. This is how whatever you see, it is not the reality. And the other point is, whatever you see, it is yourself. It is not other than yourself. On this basis only, the great seers have said, Vishwam darpana drishyamana nagari tulyam nijantargatam. This whole universe is yourself reflected outside in your mental mirror. It is yourself only. And it is seen outside just as you see yourself in the mirror. You see yourself outside in the mirror as a reflection. Similarly, you are able to see all this whole universe you see, it is yourself only and it is reflected outside. That outside is nothing other than yourself. It is your own transparent expansion. You are pervading everywhere, just as in a circular or half circular mirror, the mirror is reflected in the mirror. Have you seen? Sometimes you can see some cords, some slanting cords in the thick, say, thick glass. See here also. See, the glass piece is reflected within the glass piece. It is transparent and it is reflecting within itself. And the the sphatic, huh? Crystal, the crystal is reflected within itself and it holds all the outside reflections within itself. The prism or other such pure objects. See here, everything you can see in it. So what do you say now? What have you understood till now? Are you little clear that world is not different from you? It is yourself and it is not other than yourself. And so you are all pervading one truth. You are not other than the truth. Have you come to the last conclusion? There is no so-called world outside. If it is outside, it is reflected from your heart, and your heart is smaller than the smallest, and it is expanded, expressed outside. Expressed outside, expanded outside, yourself is present everywhere. Yourself is reflected within yourself, and whole universe is your own thoughts, your own form. You are alone. There is no other than yourself. And you are the absolute truth. This is what we discuss every now and then, but in different ways. We have started this from Sambit, how the Sambit becomes everything. Whatever it expresses, it is itself only, and it appears to be such. So you cannot claim you don't know yourself, you don't know this world, you are suffering in this world, and this world is nothing but a house of miseries. You cannot say all this. Now you have to shut up your mouth. You cannot say anything. If you say anything, it is yourself. You are expressing yourself, it cannot be wrong. It will be always the absolutely correct one. Okay? Can you accept it? You cannot say no. Can you accept it? Keep quiet. Neither yes nor no. If you say yes, there is complication. If you say no, there is also complication. So the language of the absolute is absolute silence. Silence is the language of the absolute. Understood? संबित का यदि अस्तित्व है तो ज्ञानियों के संसार नाश में वही शरण है। यदि वह नहीं है तो शिला के समान जड़ अंधकार ही अंधकार शेष रह जाता है। Now he concludes in a different way, in different language. We have concluded in different ways. On this basic principle, he says, now for the wise people, thoughtful people, this sambit, this experiential one knowledge is absolute refuge. They have to take refuge under this one. There is no other go. This has become everything. So, a man of wisdom has to surrender to take refuge under this Sambit one, which has become all this. If you cannot, then there will be everywhere darkness and darkness. Nothing is visible, nothing is understood, nothing is seen there. This alone is the light of lights and knowledge of knowledge, the absolute knowledge, and this alone is everything. There is nothing other than this one, which is known as Sambit, which has become all these, or seeing all these in this way, or it has become all these, or it is reflecting in all these. Use any language you like, but don't forget the basic principle. It is one only. Whether it is trying to see itself in many ways, or it wants to become all these, it enjoys all these, or it witnesses all these, use any language you like. Everything has same meaning. Whether you are looking at your face in the mirror, or you are seeing yourself outside, or you are enjoying yourself, all these same meaning. When you try to make up yourself, where do you go? Go before a mirror and you see yourself and you make up yourself. You try to change yourself what was before. And you want to see yourself different than yourself before, what was before. All these are in you, within you. It is not other than you. So, the absolute truth is the light of lights, the self-effulgent one light, and it is, if it is not accepted, if it is not seen, then other than it only is darkness, and darkness everywhere. Nothing else can remain, exist other than it. तो अगर इसको नहीं मानेंगे, इसके शरण में नहीं जाएंगे, तो शिला के समान जड़ अंधकार ही अंधकार शेष रह जाता है. If you don't take refuge in it, if you don't accept it, uh, and if you don't see it, then everything is absolute darkness, just as in the inside the stone. Nothing is seen. Whatever is there inside the stone, are you able to see it? It is darkness only. If you don't see the truth, then whatever you see, it is the womb of a rock. Inside is darkness only. तो कैसे अंधकार ही शेष रह जाता है भाई? ऐसा कोई प्रश्न करे तो अंधकार शेष कैसा क्यों रह जाएगा? If light is not visible, how the darkness remains? How it is? How can you say so? If light is not visible, if the question comes as this, if light is not visible, whatever is visible is darkness, how can you say so? Why you have named it as darkness? Why you say it to be darkness? क्योंकि स्वप्रकाश रूप उसी से प्रत्यगात्मा संबित रूप जीव को निद्रा द्वारा अपनी जड़ता के सदृश अंधकार तुल्य अज्ञान से ही यह प्रपंच प्राप्त हुआ है। यदि संबित का अपलाप किया जाए तो अशिक्षित अशिक्षित असाक्षिक असाक्षिक जिसका साक्षी नहीं हुआ अंधकार रहे शेष ही रह जाएगा। अगर if you say we don't see the self-effulgent light, then what remains? If the light is not there, what remains? Just as you don't see the world in deep sleep, what remains in deep sleep? What will you call it? In deep sleep, what remains for you? Do you see anything? If you don't see anything, then what is it called? It is called darkness. Or inertness, we can say. Inertness, just as you experience in deep sleep. So, this being, individual being, which is now taken as Sambit, if Sambit is not the self-effulgent light, then when it goes to deep sleep, the individual being, we are talking of the individual being and its Sambit. If it is not seen, then the inertness remains in the end. The inertness is the remnants. That is just like darkness only, which is unawareness also, which is known as ignorance also, because you don't know about it. And and अपनी जड़ता के सदृश अंधकार तुल्य अज्ञान से ही यह प्रपंच प्राप्त हुआ है। यदि संबित का अपलाप किया जाए तो if you don't accept this, that means you don't see the light, you don't accept the inner truth, your sambit, your inside truth which is expressed outside like this, if you don't accept it, then what remains? What remains? The remnants will be inert, nothing. So it is just like darkness, because in darkness you see nothing. And what remains, nobody sees it, so it cannot be proved. Unproved. What remains, if you don't see, then you cannot say what remains. So there is no proof for it. Whatever you see, it is proved. So yourself, you know, you see yourself, you are the truth. Whatever you don't know, that is not taken as the truth, because it is, there is no seer of it. If you see something, then it is proved as to be something. If you don't see anything, who will say what is what? That unseenness, or the the unseen situation is known as darkness. What else? In darkness, do you see anything? Darkness is taken as ignorance, and where we don't see anything, where we see everything is known as light. And if you don't see the truth, then you are in darkness. What else can be said? In this way, when Vasistha explained everything to Rama, Ramji now wants to put some question. If you don't put question, Ramji will come forward. Now come on. Yes.
Is creation starting from darkness?
Creation started from darkness. Come on. Who can answer it? Ramji, come on. The question is, in such situation, has this creation, visible creation, is started from darkness only? No? हाँ? बोलो भाई.
Swamiji, like cold and hot, dark and light also temperature
बिल्कुल बोलो बोलो.
It appears to be darkness, but actually not darkness.
bolo. Darkness is, what do you understand by darkness? What is, how do you define darkness? What is the definition of darkness? Come on. Then only your answer will be there.
Ignorance and it
Huh?
starts from darkness is ignorance.
Darkness is ignorance.
And it starts from ignorance.
Of course, then how this creation has started, where from? Where from the creation starts? Is it from darkness or from light? That is the question.
There is no creation at all.
How long and how thick is the horn of the rabbit? What is the length and thickness of the right horn of the rabbit? Come on. Will it be 2 feet? Come on. Darkness means absence of presence. Absence of presence. Absence is known as darkness. So, if we say darkness is the world, of course we can say so. So, darkness is originated by light only. If there is no light, there is no darkness. And light also is dependent on darkness. If there is no darkness, how can you say it is light? Come on. The egg is first or the hen is first? Which is created first? Come on. Egg is created by the hen or the hen is created by the egg?
Both at the same time.
Come on. See, it is unexpressible. That's why it is called beyond everything. That's how it is. Just now we have discussed the language of the truth is silence. Silence is the language. It has not been created. There is no world. If it is accepted, then you have to keep quiet, silent. And if you have to be something, you say it is changing, it is somewhat right, somewhat wrong. It has got both the sides, so that is also not reality, not also unreality. That's how it is said. It is beyond expression. Achintya Rupa Charita, this is how it is called illusory power. Illusory power. Illusory power means always there will be confusion. It is always comparative. It is always relative. Whatever you say, it has some relation, opposition of it is there. So you cannot say anything rightly. It will be something right, something wrong. Just now we discussed, if you don't see the truth, then what remains? Darkness remains. Whether darkness is created by the truth or truth is created by the darkness. Darkness means absence. Even then it is not understood. गीता में क्या कहा? ना भावो विद्यते सतः ना सतो विद्यते भावः उभयोरपि दृष्टंत्व तनयः तत्वदर्शी भी। दोनों को जो देखता है वो तत्वदर्शी है। You have to see both sides together. That is what we discussed now. Total vision. If you see one-sided, from one side if you see, your vision is not perfect. Neither light is truth, nor darkness is truth. Whatever you say, it is neither truth nor untruth. Whatever you express is neither truth nor untruth. That's how they have said, your language is meaningless. How many times we have discussed it? Language is incapable of expressing anything. Whatever language you expressed, whatever language you use, it is insufficient. It cannot explain the truth nor untruth. It is meaningless. Your language, your words are meaningless. How? Why? Then what to say? Then nothing to say. Then to keep quiet. Why? Because words have got no real meaning. How many times we have discussed it? Say you have some word like sides, say east. If you say east, what is the meaning of east? Has it got any particular meaning? If you say sun rises from east, does sun rise at all? Whether the sun rises or sets or the earth goes on moving, what happens? Where is the east? Sun rises at east. Everybody says so. And what is the meaning of this? And it sets in west. Where is west? What is the meaning of west? Similarly, you have to understand all your words, whatever words you express, everything is meaningless. If you say that a tree, has it, the word tree got any meaning? We have understood the tree as something, but that is not the reality. Tree means some wood, some leaves, some height, some width, some expansion. What not? Some flowers, some fruits, some branches, some sub-branches. If all these are taken out, is there anything as tree remains? So tree is not a tree, it is a group. And if you come to one individual of the group, then that also disappears. Say it is, tree is not tree, but it is wood. Without wood there is no tree. Okay, what is wood? Can you explain, can you define what is wood? If you say tree is wood, then what about your door and windows and your table and chair. How do you define it? So every word, if we go to the depth of the meaning, the word becomes meaningless. But yet it has got some indicative meaning, changeful indicative meaning, which changes always. So it is relatively used. Whatever words we use now, for the time being, it will be different in different time, different place. If you say east, go towards east. You are standing here and directing me, go towards east, you will get Gangotri. If you say so, this you cannot say at Gomukh. At Gomukh you have to say, go westward, you will reach Gangotri. So the word meaning changes according to time, space and conditions. So the word has got no particular everlasting real meaning. It is meaning will be changing. So relatively you have to understand the meaning. It has some indications. It indicates something. Whatever you say, your whole dictionary is meaningless. All the words, whatever you utter, is meaningless. Yet it is used in our daily life. Without that, we cannot behave. So, you have to understand it. The meaning is temporary and changeable and relative and comparative. This is how we use our words. Understood now? So coming to light and darkness, it has also same situation. Darkness is not darkness, always what we understand. And light is not so-called light always as you understand. Isn't it? It changes. Now see outside, is there light or darkness? And see inside the room, is there light or darkness? Now put off all the lights. Will there be light or darkness? There is always some change. Degree of visibility changes. That's how we understand light. In light itself, so many changes we see. Every moment it changes. Sometimes the sun is overpowered by dark black clouds, sometimes by fog, sometimes by haze. So do you get the same light always? We see twilight. After sunset also we have light. Is it the light like midday light? So light has got different meaning. Similarly, the darkness also. Whatever you say, any word you use, it has temporary meaning, relative meaning, timely meaning. It will change. So we cannot rely upon any language, any words. Silence is the only language. Understood? So better and best is to keep quiet. That's how you are not putting any questions. You are very clever. But Ramji, poor Ramji, he has to put some questions, or else our doubts will not be clarified. Ramji has some doubt. कभी भी इससे विलक्षण जगत नहीं था, यानी जगत का अभाव नहीं था, ऐसे मानकर जो महाप्रलय नहीं मानते वे शास्त्र शून्य मुर्दे ही है। यों आपने पूर्व में जिनकी निंदा की है, जिनकी निंदा की है, उनके मत के अनुसार ही दृढ़ निश्चय वाले लोगों को तत्व ज्ञान प्राप्ति में युक्ति है या नहीं है, इस विषय में संदेह कर रहे श्री रामचंद्र जी पूछ रहे हैं। रामचंद्र जी ने कहा, ब्राह्मण, इस सृष्टि का जो पूर्व पश्चिम उत्तर दक्षिण आदि 8 दिशाओं में, ऊर्ध्व दिशा में, ऊपर और नीचे भी अंत नहीं है, न यह आगे उत्पन्न होने वाली है और न इसका नाश ही होता है। इस तरह जगत के जो प्राग अभाव, ऊर्ध्वम संभाव और अत्यंत अभाव, इन तीनों अभावों को तिलांजलि दे चुके यह सब विज्ञान घन ही है। इसे परमार्थतः स्वरूप न देखे रहे, जैसा जगत दिखाई दे रहा है वही सत्य है, यूँ समझ रहे और जगत का विनाश न देख रहे, जैसे पुरुष ने जगत की उक्त रीति से सत्यता की भावना की, उसके संसार रूपी दुख की निवृत्ति में कैसी युक्ति है। हे ब्राह्मण, बोध की बुद्धि के लिए मेरे इस संदेह की पुनः निवृत्त करने के लिए कृपा कीजिए। Now, Ramji has got very complicated question. To understand the question is so complicated. Now he is putting a question, complicated question. Now all these scriptures or all these great wise people, the great seers or gurus, they always guide us and show some path to have God realization, isn't it? Commonly we understand this. To go beyond this miserable world. The world is taken as a terrific ocean or very, very wild jungle, difficult to get a path inside it. So it is very difficult to go across this world So they show some path to us, isn't it? So what does it mean? World is there, world is there, and it is difficult to be in the world, and they show you some, guide you in going beyond or going across these difficulties and these miseries and reach somewhere where there will be no miseries, only bliss and bliss. This is what is understood by everything. And this is why all these scriptures, all these great wise people are there, different preceptors of different religions. They do the same thing. They guide the common people to go beyond their miseries, isn't it? So what does it mean? If you see it analytically, deeply, if you think, world does exist, isn't it? And now you say there is no world, and only if the world is there, it is eternal. Why? Because it is not so-called world, it is the form of expression of the absolute truth, the reflection of the absolute truth. So reflection will be as it is forever, because truth is the object whose reflection is reflected in this world as the world. So as long as truth is there, the reflection will be there, isn't it? So it is unending, it is imperishable, because the truth is imperishable, isn't it? So it condemns the thoughts that there is creation, that is there is protection of it for some time, it remains for some time, and there will be dissolution of this creation, and then again there will be no creation, there will be a gap, and then again the creation will start. It goes on in this way. This is also a school of thought, isn't it? No?
Yes, cannot be the same time. One is permanent reflection and the other school of thought disappears.
Yes, changeable reception. So some says there is creation, there is existence of it, and there will be dissolutions of it. And it is created by the five basic elements, and these five elements, they mixed with each other in different ratios, and all these names and forms are created. And a time will come, all the creation is subject to time, space and conditions, and time will change, everything changes. So it cannot remain as it is forever, because we see the change is the principle of the creation. It cannot remain without change, because the truth only is without change. If the world is there, it is subject to change. So it will change, that means it has to come to an end. It has to dissolve one day or other. And then what remains? There will be darkness. And then what happens? Then again there will be creation. This will be repetition of the time and everything. This is what is understood and taken for granted. So you say it is the reflection of, try to understand the depth of that, the meaning of the question. You said this is the reflection of the Absolute. Absolute is ever present. It cannot be absent. So the reflection also will be ever present, isn't it? There is no dissolution. There is no creation also. There is no starting of the creation. There is no end of the creation. Now this is not enough. If such is the case, what will happen to ignorant persons of the world? Those who don't know anything and those who cannot attain immortality or your liberation or your freedom, what will happen to them? They will go on suffering forever and ever. There is no way out for them. This is the question. What will happen? What solution for them? These poor ignorant persons, worldly persons. They don't know anything, what is truth, what is world, what is what going on, but they are suffering. What is the remedy for them? If the world is ever existing, then their suffering is eternal. Is there no way out? This is the question of Lord Rama. Is it not worth asking? See how deep he thinks, and this is real question. What will happen to these ignorant worldly persons, those who don't know anything about God or anything about beyond the world or anything about the permanent happiness, bliss or something? They are suffering. What remedy is there for their suffering? What is the way out? This was also a question for Lord Buddha when he was Siddhartha, a seer and a seeker. He was able to see the miseries of the world. Everybody is suffering. And for the suffering of the worldly people, he was also suffering in his heart of hearts. He wanted to find out a way, and the result was he was Buddha, the enlightened one. So, let us see tomorrow what is the answer of Vasistha for our Ramji. Ramji's question is worth asking. What is the solution for these poor fellows? What is way out?
Because earlier Vasistha said people who consider their body as, I don't want to talk about them.
Yes.
That is why this question is.
Yes. Vasistha said, those they are duped in darkness, those don't know anything, they don't want to know, we don't talk to, we don't want to see them, let them go to hell. The great people, they say like this sometimes. Is it right to say like this? So you are questioning these great people. And the other way also. These great people, they don't believe that there are some people who is ignorant. They they don't admit that there are some worldly people. Everybody is wise. There is no ignorant persons in the world. There is no world. There is no ignorant persons. Everybody is my own self. Mamatma sarvabhutatma. And everybody is enlightened and everybody is one and form of the light, absolute light. There is no ignorant persons in this world. That also they. So let us see it tomorrow. For tomorrow, please come prepared with the answer to Ramji. Of course, Vasistha will answer him. But what is your answer? And how do you think? And if at all you have some questions on this, what is the solution for these poor people who are in absolute darkness? They don't know what is light. What is the remedy for that bat who has never seen what is sun? Bat. Or what is the sun for the owl who has never seen what is sun? What is light? Is there any light for them? Tomorrow we shall see. All these serious questions. Hare. Hari Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnada Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. सद्गुरु भगवान की जय, सच्चिदानंद भगवान की जय, शब्द ब्रह्म की जय, सरस्वती महारानी की जय, जोग वशिष्ठ जी भगवान की जय। हरि ओम।